Today is Sunday, Parashat Vayetze. Vayetze means and he went out. It speaks about Yaakov Avinu when he went out from Beersheba, so to speak, running away from the wrath of Esav. But the first episode in the parasha is when Yaakov Avinu falls asleep and he has a vision of a dream. He has a dream that there is a ladder with its feet on the ground, and its head, the top of the ladder, reaches all the way to the sky. And he sees angels going up and down on this ladder. And then he realizes this must be a very holy place. He says, Enze bet Elokim, this must be the house of God. Ze Shara Shamayim, and this is the gate of heaven. Actually, that place where he was sleeping was a place where Bet HaMikdash would be built, where the holy temple would be built. This is a place with a very meaningful holiness to it. This is where the sacrifice of Isaac took place. This is, according to tradition, where Adam HaRishon was created. That's on that place on earth. This is also, according to tradition, where Adam made a sacrifice. Noah also made a sacrifice. This is a very, very holy place that is where the temple was. Nowadays we have the Kotel where we can have access to, but behind the Kotel, Bet HaMikdash still has that holiness, and since ritually, we're not ritually pure because we cannot be purified unless we have the Para Aduma, the ashes of the red heifer. That's why we're not able to access that part of the Temple Mount. But it's a very holy place, and nowadays the synagogue is a kind of Mikdash Me'ad. The synagogue represents the holiness of Bet HaMikdash, and the same way that we were to be very careful and to honor and respect the grounds of Bet HaMikdash, we have to also be very careful and be very respectful of the synagogue. And that's why the halakha is we're not allowed to speak any mundane talk or any joking around or speak about business, not just during the prayer, but even after the prayer, we have to be careful to respect the place. Like the pasuk says, "Bevet Elokim alech beragesh," in the house of God, I'll walk beragesh, in kind of in awe, in trepidation, with respect, with reverence. So it's something to always keep in mind. But this ladder of Yaakov in his dream has a lot of meaningful symbols that are associated with this. One of them is that the same way that this ladder has its feet on the ground and its head reaching up to the sky, we also have the potential, even though we're here on planet Earth with our feet on the ground, with our mind, with our ability to learn Torah, and with our ability to absorb concepts of spirituality, we are able to reach very, very high levels, all the way, so to speak, all the way to the sky. The angels are going up and down. Why are they going up and down? It's also to indicate that in spirituality, you either go up or you go down. You cannot stay at a status quo. The person cannot say, this is what I've learned, this is what I know, that's what I'm going to observe, no more. You either slide down or you go up. So it's much better to try to reach to higher grounds. Rabbi Dessler has also an interesting take on the idea of a ladder. He says if there are angels, why do they need rungs on a ladder? If they're able to fly up or down, they should not need rungs on a ladder. But the way he explains it is every rung on a ladder, yes, could be a kind of a stumbling block for the angels, but on the other hand, it could be a stepping stone to reach to a higher ground. Just that way also, if there are any challenges that could happen, certain things that we're trying to overcome, these actually should be used as a place to put your foot on and reach to a higher ground. So that's some of the ideas associated with the ladder, and the ladder also is what takes our prayers to Shamayim. It is a connection that we have, even though we're here, we have that potential to have a connection with the heavenly spheres above. And that was the dream that Yaakov had. And of course, there's a lot more to it, but it's already some of the ideas associated with it. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen. And have a Shavua Tov, have a wonderful week.